How do we do? Nope. We didn't do so good. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
What the hell happened? Why is Jesse off
it's like
center?
a tornado went off.
Dude, oh my God, what a mess this has been. Like, all right, let me fix Jesse's thing. Hi, everyone. Oh my goodness, this is the weirdest audio stuff. It's StreamYard messing with Jesse is what's happening, is really where we're at here. Guest one
Jesse's
aggregate
being targeted by StreamYard.
is
That
supposed
sounds more clickbaity.
right?
I have been targeted.
Where are we? StreamYard, no, Discord. Try that? No. No, that's left box. Why is it doing that?
Help, I'm trapped in here! Get me out of the hell! It's crushing my lungs!
I think that did it. Sorta. Well, it's good enough. I don't care. Hi, everybody. We're good. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
We're live. It's American.
We're doing it live.
We're fucking doing it live, like you wouldn't believe, dude. We're without a net here. We're not even on Rumble, as far as I know. I think that we're just going live to YouTube. I don't even know if we're there. We're not on Kick. We're not anywhere else because Restream shit the bed tonight. I don't know what the hell happened there. But I'm glad that we're at least live on YouTube because that's where most of the people are anyway. So we're going to have an interesting evening because I have no idea what we have planned. Just like the last show, we're without a net.
I don't either.
Show about nothing. They're going to say the hell with the talking and get to the tunes because we have a crazy audience that just wants to hear music. But what's going on, man? How you been?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a loaded question. Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesse's frozen. StreamYard.
Hang on.
I hear you. I don't see.
I heard a ding ding. It went clunk clunk.
What the hell?
Jesus Murphy.
Connection is unstable. I am wired, so it's not me.
Sweet baby rays.
Are you?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
I just
Jesse.
can't. My computer has gone black screen.
StreamYard is really
Windows
messing with you.
But we're still here.
We're here, which is even weirder.
My keys are all.
Oh, and we just lost Jesse. Now we got Jesse on both sides. Hi, everybody. It's now the indie show. Okay, so let's just go to my single. And let's see if Jesse makes it back, because we do need a co-host here to have American tradition. I can hang out with everyone, and we can do another AMA, so everyone can ask me questions. Did I turn off the screensaver? I didn't switch the thing on and switch it back off, switch it off and switch it on again, I guess. We're being plagued by audio and... Okay, so Jesse just came back. Okay.
Hey, maybe this is what happens now when you talk about Israel. Like, maybe this is my first time trying to stream in a while, and then this is a whole brand new world I'm streaming in.
Yeah, welcome.
Anyways, as I was saying, that's a really good metaphor for how it's been going lately. That is indicative of so much lately for me personally. Like, that's such a good answer. I think once you experience that, that's what more can I say?
How you doing, Jesse? Freeze and have
black
to exit
screen
again. Hell yeah. Well, you sound better. So welcome back. Yeah, we fucking lost to Jesse.
Yep.
That's very funny.
Yep, the physical health is good, so that's cool.
We just fucking lost the stream. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's been interesting. Work has been a challenge. We had one guy on my team quit, and then another one go on leave, by which he will probably be going to jail. And then the other day, we're like, okay, one of our guys is on vacation, so that leaves me and one dude running one warehouse and one guy at the other warehouse. and then that guy called in on Monday, and then he got fired on Tuesday. So now it's me and one other guy covering 2 locations. So I'm doing a lot of like load the truck and then follow it to the other place, unload it there, load it, and then follow it to the other place, unload it there. So it's been bananas. There have been a lot of days where I've just been survival mode, man, and that's barely. So yeah, it's been between that and the other job, and then just parenting in general. It's been a rough go of it the last few weeks. So I've been very excited that like it worked out, at least knock on wood, that is working out so far for us to get a show in tonight. Otherwise, I am off next Thursday as well. So,
all right, maybe we'll try to do that next Thursday night
if we need to fall back on it. Maybe we just get it in. Maybe we just do whenever we have a Thursday available. We try to jump on it because who knows what kind of fuckery's gonna pop up for us.
Man, it is it is a little squirrely. So I guess we are live on Rumble. Hi everybody on Rumble.
Signal's real bad, yeah.
Cool. I've actually got like this going directly out of OBS, which I've never done before. I have a different multi-output, so it's working without restream. That's cool to know that I can at least do that. Jesse Jett live as fuck. That's right. Yes, he is. He is live as fuck right now.
That's true.
Live and in the flesh, as fleshy as you can get. I don't know if he's got a flesh vessel with him.
Flesh vessel's upstairs. No.
Okay.
I made a very last minute run to one of the couple gas stations in the area that I can get boiled peanuts at. That has like the crock pot of boiled peanuts, and stocked up on some of those. And they had my favorite Gatorade, which is lime cucumber. If you've never found it, it's a blast. God. So yeah, cucumber lime Gatorade and boiled peanuts was my my evening. It's been a hoot. That's been.
How fascinating.
Little things, little victories. That's the update. Work has been crushing my soul and kicking me in the dick. And I remember how much I love boiled peanuts.
Load the truck, drive the truck, unload the truck. Like, that's very old school, sir, I must say.
Right. Back when I worked Waffle House night shift, there was a night shift. It's just like one server, one cook. Well, a lady sent back her eggs 3 times in a row and claimed that they weren't medium. And finally the cook lost it. He chucked the plate against the wall. He got on his motorcycle and he took off and he left me there alone. And so I was seating people, taking their orders, making their orders, serving them, and ringing them up and cashing them out. It was batshit
one-man
crazy
show.
that
It was the Jesse restaurant. Sure. The Jesterant. I love it.
Then the bars and clubs all let out at 4 a.m. I was night shift, and I called my manager, and he's like, "All right, I'll get Sheila." I was like, "Who's Sheila?" He's like, "She's the district." And dude, this lady came in the middle of the night like a tornado and just cooked up our whole busy night shift into breakfast like single-handedly. Like it was staggering. This woman like knew her shit, man. She really did.
You need that. You need, especially when you're all alone. They got to send in the best, you know. It's like
they really did.
Wolf.
They were like, this was the Black Ops like Waffle House cook. It really was. She'd done a lot of tours of duty.
I would equate it to calling in the wolf on in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So
exactly.
Album update. Come on, man. Any change? Any new stuff?
I confidently feel like I've got all the samples I need, and I've kind of finally pinned down. I was going back and forth a lot on how I want to structure it, because I didn't want to make an album that I then later on felt like I need to cut out the singles or radio edits for, even though that would kind of make sense with the theme to have the radio edits. The way I want to mix some of them, I feel like it'll probably end up being a series of tracks that are like 10 minutes or so. So it kind of has a few different things in one span of time. most likely how I'll do it, just to not have it be like choppy.
And then you get a commercial
so
break.
It's gonna be different. Yeah, so that way we'll have commercials, couple stations here and there. So this has been my my Chinese democracy, but it's just one of those things that I wanted to make sure I had every cool idea I could think of, because I would hate to have this finish and then be like, oh fuck, it would have been so cool if I titled the tracks according to location, or something like that. So I've really I've convinced myself that it will be worth having taken the time, because I didn't want to rush a concept like this. But I'm ready. I've been getting antsy with it lately, and had to play around the other night with the iPad and free up some space to find some tracks we'd recorded for a friend 10 years ago. And I ended up finding a couple instrumentals that I had made like pre-virus that I hadn't done anything with, and a couple in particular, there was a melody to them. I'm like, oh god, like this needs to go on the new album. Like this needs to totally get reworked. So so I've had a few kind of late game ideas pop in that all of a sudden I very, very definitively felt like, okay, like all the pieces are in place. I have all the tools now. Like it's time to finally craft it. So over the next couple weekends, I plan on hunkering down and seeing how quickly I can make it come together. But that's about it. There's no more no more pre-production to be done, like, which I may have said last time, but I was always finding like some little thing I wanted to sample, or some extra couple lines that I could just see fitting into something. And there have been a lot of those, but I also want it to be rich with that. I want it to be full of all these little memorable things and buried little things. And I really want it to be one of those albums that you get done with and then you listen a second time, and it's so much more rewarding the first half once you've heard the second half. Like, I really want to have little Easter eggs and fun shit like that for people. So, especially because, already it's a very different atmosphere that I'm releasing these songs and pieces in than when I wrote them. And that's not gonna slow down by any means. So,
like, where you're gonna fit a Cut the Lights in, for example,
Who are these people?
Yeah, Cut the Lights. I do feel like that needs to be the last one. That there's something very closer about that. That kind of in the same way that Better the Censored was the only piece on that record that didn't have any accompaniment on the spoken word, that it was just the vocals. I wanted it to really slow down at the very end to just as bare bones as it could be. And I'm getting the demo syndrome with Cut the Lights in a big way, because I love that take a lot, but I will record an album version. But I can't imagine that not being the last track on it, because I always try to structure everything that, like, if for reasons beyond my control, this ends up being the last album I get to make, at least as freely as this one, what do I want the last track to be? And Cut the Lights is, like, without a doubt.
But let's not think like that.
Well, no. But, if I have to be more discreet, maybe if it's the last one that can be that outspoken, that I don't have to be maybe a bit more creative with how I discuss certain topics or something. I always try to think of, like, discography wise, what's a good, like last track. So yeah, sure. That's one thing that for when I wrote that, I'm like, well, there's the closing, that's the last one.
Who are these people?
Cookies. There
and
we go.
I do have.
Thank you. Thanks, man. $40.
Oh, geez.
Nice. Hey, did you end up getting that 8-string, by the way? You were talking about.
So that's part of the update. Boy, I was ready to pull the trigger on that. We got back from vacation, and now they can't give you any kind of estimate for the VAT tax. Like, they can tell you what your shipping is once it's here. They can't tell you what the cost is to get it here from Germany, which is where it's made.
And thanks to Trump.
And it's a thing where it's like, once it gets there, you have to pay that. If you don't, they take it back, and then you have to pay the shipping cost twice. So like, okay, so how do I find that out? And they're like, your best bet is either to look at the whitehouse.gov guidelines or to contact customs and talk to someone there. So the next chance I get on a Friday, when I get out of work, I'm going to try to contact customs and be like, can you please, based off of weight and dimensions, give me a rough estimate on what I'm going to pay? Because if it's all of a sudden the cost of the guitar twice, I'm like, then we need to find a different guitar. So yeah, that's kind of where we got. And they also, because they're a German company, they're like, they're not going out of their way, because like, you're a fucking American and you dug your own grave. Like, figure your own shit out, man.
Right? like you might as well send your Palestinian to them,
Right, exactly. They were like, yeah, I wish we could help you, but there's a cost. We don't know what it is, but it could be a lot. And then, like, oh, no.
Well, I don't know if about 8 weeks ago, Reef and I covered a story about 2 German girls, tourists, that were traveling the world. They went to Hawaii and did not have their entire agenda laid out. They ended up in a fucking ICE detention facility for 4 days and then deported to Japan.
Holy shit.
Oh, bro,
Why Japan?
Well, it was either back to Australia where they were, or the next place they were going, I guess, which was on their world tour or whatever. Dude,
wow.
Some of the stories that we've been hearing about, like, people... I just saw a story the other day about a mother and her 6-year-old locked up for weeks. Maybe it was a German mother and son.
God.
Locked up for weeks, disappeared, and nobody knew what the hell happened to them. They were in an ICE facility. It's fucking nuts, man, what the hell they're doing right now. Wow. Most people are, like, not paying attention. Honestly, the only people who are really paying close attention are, like, the TDS hysterical shitlibs going, see, we told you. Mm-hmm. And they're not wrong. Mm-hmm. They ain't wrong, because... they are literally disappearing green card holders for weeks on end with no contact with their relatives and due process. It's fucking crazy. And now you've got the National Guard and troops in D.C. and they did a traffic stop like a block away from Colin's house last night. He's like, dude, that's down the street from my house.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's like right there. A lot of what you're talking about, I actually watched a video this morning about wearables that was like from a couple of years ago, and all this Apple model slave 3 collar. Oh my God. Yep. It's more real than you think it is. Because basically, and Steve was telling a story in his Telegram chat about how his fiance's girl, they want her to wear an Apple Watch. Like, the company gave her one. And, like, I would be cool wearing an Apple Watch, but I don't want to share that data with the company I work with. That's none of their fucking business. Like, damn, dude. I don't know what you had planned for playing some songs, reading some pieces. You're going to preview some stuff. Some cover stuff. I know that there was a request from our friend covers. Trey. Trey wanted some Tom Petty. I don't know if you got any Tom Petty in your bag. I'm sure you got a Tom Petty song.
I can do some Tom Petty. Absolutely. Yeah. Couple original songs, couple cover songs, couple poems, and
Free Kitty sister-in-law.
A story.
Natalia, she's also in one of these detention facilities where she's supposed to be out, and they're just not letting her out and not telling anyone anything. It's like, wow. Her car got out. Her car got more due process than she did.
Jesus Christ.
But thank goodness, she's got relatives like Anthony that are raising the alarm and raised over $1,000 already for her. And, Kit's been really helpful in getting the word out there and helping to raise something for her as well. And man, everyone seems to be fucking struggling right now. Andrew's daughter, she had a surgery this morning. She's now out, or supposedly going to be out of the hospital. So love to Andrew and the Smith family. Anna Marie, again, back under, still fighting like crazy. The girl's amazing. But I don't know, man. What do you got? I saw you whipping on that banjitar earlier that I couldn't hear because StreamYard was fucking with me. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Yes, Cynic. Again.
I'm gonna kill that one light. I feel like it's a mood lighting night.
Okay.
We're doing our gala. I should have worn black tie, but I didn't have time.
You're definitely
come up with some kind of song. Tonight's the night, the lights are shining bright. There's cat hair everywhere in the basement tonight.
You know what? We could do a Tom Lehrer or two. Oh, he missed.
Oh, I should. No, I heard. I'll do Tom Lehrer.
Good. Yeah. We'll have
Try
to
and
do
stop
a tribute to Tom Lehrer too. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
cookies
right?
with Dwayne Vogel. Like, bro, this summer has just been like punching the gut after kicking the balls after fucking push down from the fucking curb, dude. What the hell? Yeah, it's too bright. You missed Camp David. Yeah. That got a little darker. That's not bad. Sounds like me and the Camrys.
There we go.
Nice tight shot of the Camry. Right?
Give that little.
How about Tom Jones? It's not unusual. So I don't know. Sure.
What's new, pussycat?
So, some of the, let me tell you, a couple of covers have like continued to stick out in my head because I've just done like the covers album and everything on Clip Show. So, Video Killed the Radio Star is just so fucking good, dude. Like, I get why you pulled it out so much. It's different from the regular thing. But,
That's what she said.
right? Okay. Hey. Praising.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Dead Man's Party. We're gonna go Oingo Boingo. There we go.
Welcome to the future. Shit where you please. The Wi-Fi's killer, but there's no more bees, so there's hardly any flowers. There are very few trees, and you'll pay $1,000 for some honey for your tea. But we got these awesome collars. Mine's an Apple Model 3. It allows for better movement than that Tesla X Elite. Lets you customize the ads that it implants in every dream. And for premium subscribers, doesn't shock you in your sleep. But it doesn't stop there. It can analyze your speech, and if it hears disinformation, then it notifies police. And it's a swift re-education, but it knocks you off your feet like your booster every 7th week. See, I faced the future boldly, with 2 eager open eyes, and I picked a couple nuggets up that blew my fucking mind. Like you can taxidermy someone while they're technically alive, and they'll shine when it's election time. You see, the Democratic voter base will pay them zero. Never mind if voting for that scarecrow is a vote along their party lines. They could stare into its marble eyes and claim there's something dignified. Unlike real politicians, this one doesn't need an oxygen or kit supply. But its function is the same as those who came before. The goals are never misaligned. It still spends all its working time performing pre-recorded fleecing sessions where it sugarcoats your slow and hungry genocide. while pouring billions into Nazi coffers, all the while selling you the story that we're moments till the MiGs arrive. So fuck it, ask Zelensky if he'll help replace our leaded pipes. Watch a fleet of Penske show, stacks of bills in every size. I guess it only took a black sun and a couple hiles. Honorary goose step in some Nazi boots a quarter mile. Oh, while Biden sneers his sordid smile. God, I don't know what was in this morning's vial, but it makes him stare 1,000 yards through all the prompters in the cards like he can smell the nearest child. His eyes are wide and wild, wider than the grave in which another 1,000 families were tossed in as I typed till they rose up to the sky unceremoniously piled. Which flies right in the face of all this network ticker tape where the American economy has superhuman vitals. See, I like to think my trial's gonna play like a recital. I'll denounce the world around me and accuse the most entitled, who weaponize their titles, whose pull is something tidal, who'd starve us all to death to best delight their blinded idol. So they might destroy the record, and I'll never get to vinyl. So my word is not immortal, but it's final. And that is Apple Model 3 slave collar. The Twangtown version.
It gives you so much more, more movement than the Tesla X Elite. I mean, seriously.
It's like nice and cozy.
Again, I'm wearing an Apple
fun.
Watch right now, and it might as well be a Model 3 slave collar, But can you, work getting all of your digital, health information directly from your watch? Knowing what your heartbeat is and when you... No. I
don't need to know that.
Nope, they do not.
My body lets me know. When I get cold sweats and I turn green all of a sudden, my body's like, hey, your blood pressure's spiking. Chill it out. Stop doing what you're doing.
Right? I see Abby in the chat. Good
Just
to see
listen
you,
to your
Abby.
body, folks.
So yeah, Banjitar version of Apple Model Slave 3 collar. That's pretty kick-ass. I like that. Let's see. What have we got? What are some of the other ones that I have had in my head quite a bit? Of course, Supersize is always going around in my head. I still want to get that Greatest Hits album going from American Tradition Live. The tracks were cut. So that's just a matter of getting them cleaned up and uploaded into Bandcamp. I'll make I kind of made a thumbnail cover with the Zago head. Really, I mean, I made one for the clip show Friday night. It was really volumes 1 and 2. So technically, the next 12 songs are already decided there too. I don't know if I would actually pick those for another Greatest Hits album, but. All right, more Banjitar. It's Banjitar night.
Oh, that'd be hard. Hang on.
I can see.
So hard backward. This is right-handed, so I'm having to chord backwards.
Upside down. Or a left-handed bastard like Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, it's also a step up.
An octave.
Oh, that would be fun, though. One day we'd have to do... What you're following, that's idolatry, that's just fate. And all that wallowing lets you tolerate, that's just fate. The kings of colony watched autonomy make our grave. The kings of colony know no policy, only reign. No
blowing up Hawaii, and the smoke's not even cleared. Those vultures smelled the fire, and an enterprise appeared. Investment opportunities were melting down communities, leave vacant space BlackRock has been lusting for years. The council meets in private, and they don't discuss survivors. Concerns among construction groups are all Lahaina hears. They'll wander through your city with this mocking sort of pity, next to Oprah and her camera crew who tore the Trail of Tears, where footage flows freely as the stream of liquid steel, and the pools of pure aluminum that trickle down your wheels. And Biden came to say he knows exactly how it feels, cause he had a kitchen fire once and had to miss a meal. And people still believe that piece of shit deserved your vote, like he's not why supplies were being smuggled in by boat, like he's not why our citizens were forced to stay and roast, and can't unfreeze your funding, folks, when Azov needs it most. I'll bet my every dollar Biden watched it with a smile. I'll bet he knows the whereabouts of every missing child. He's just the kind of man who lives to trample something tribal, collecting culture's corpses just to throw them on the pile. Like he and all his buddies didn't dream about the day when those who dared defy the donor class were cleared away. When home insurance triples and you can't afford to stay, your land falls to the hands of those whose windfall fan the flames. The state will take Lahaina and they'll bastardize its name, and tourism will swarm it all the same. You see, the state we left Lahaina shows the ground rules of the game, the planes that in the night ignite the planes. And if questions raised that reckon the potential use of lasers, I suggest you take a closer shave by way of Occam's razor. And if those civilians stood between this country and its gains, there's really nothing further to explain. Because you may know this already, if you truly know our past, but this ain't the first occasion, and it will not be the last, where Americans are kettled in and made to bear the blast, or barricaded in and left for ash. How many in Lahaina now are lying there awake and still can hear the city we left leveled in our wake? They still hear all the people that we let the fire take, instructed from above to stay in place. So look to the horizon, 'cause a fire comes for you. Desire made incarnate of the power-hungry few, who've instructed the police to not let anybody through, to barricade them in, and so they do.
What?
We should
And
get
that's
some
and that's a frozen Jesse again. No. Oh, we're back, but
Oh, yep.
we're squirrely. No, we're okay. We're holding barely. I don't. No. Oh boy. Oh shit. We got through most of it. That sounded great. You just busted right into it. I hear you. I hear you. You're still with me. You're still with me.
Did it freeze? Did it end up freezing?
It froze right at the end, but it's freezing still now. I hear you, but you're.
Did
it?
Okay, Ansel.
Yeah, I
Did the song
hear
actually
you.
get through?
And the song mostly got through, like not like the very end.
Did we get the whole song at least?
We hesitated at the very end,
Okay.
but it was pretty good. That was a fucking solid run too.
God.
Yeah, this is so frustrating. I don't know if this is StreamYard.
And we're slicing.
I don't know if this is StreamYard or if this is I mean, I can set up a restream and we can flip over to that. I can open up a room and restream and
Could
we
be
can
my Wi-Fi. It's happened before.
Yeah, it could be his internet. I don't know. Let me see if we can do this. Oh no, it's not gonna let me connect to the camera, right? Forget that idea. No, I was thinking maybe we could now you're freezing again. I was thinking that maybe I could use Restream instead of StreamYard, but we'd have to leave the thing and come back. But Jesse, he seems to be dropping off at the moment, which is not great.
Well, it's not.
So
that was
the Kings of Colony.
I'm trying to think if I should just do something something, some inconsequential song to give us a moment to see if it recovers.
Wait, Abby's saying he's
You can
not
at least
freezing.
hear me.
It's
If my
me?
visuals.
Don't fuck with me. Come on, Abby. No, he was frozen. Don't do that to me.
You now. It's Gaslight Indie Night, everybody.
Oh my god.
And I start going, I'm fine.
Jesse hit me earlier. Like, I thought there was something wrong with my computer. I was panic mode. Everything was working right. It was Jesse's side. Oh, and then Restream wasn't working. That was their side. It's like everybody else. I'm good. Finally, we fixed my rebooting problem, guys. You understand? It's been a year and a half. My computer has been subject to just randomly rebooting. All right. No, not PebCac or PebMac. No, sorry. Happy. If it's freezing for me, it's got to be freezing for you. I'm pushing out what's coming from him.
That's what she said. Again, low-hanging fruit.
That sounded like Dust of Better Days right there.
People talk a lot of trash about.
See, now he muted me, and now I might think that something was broken, but no, nothing's broken. Jesse just muted himself to fuck around with us.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
That's what's happening in Springfield, not in Grand Rapids. Jesse's just tuning up right now, and we're figuring it all out still. I don't know what the hell happened with my scenes. This one doesn't look right either now that I'm looking at this. So let's make this a little bigger and expand Jesse to cut out the blacks. Hey, there we go, behind the thing. Ah, we're doing this live, everyone. This is real live stream production on the fly.
Okay.
All right. That looks good, finally. Okay. Sounds good. Back up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You were a little close when you went hard.
Let's scoot it back a bit more. Maybe the table is a little too close. It felt far away when I sat down. It's also been weeks since I sat here. But now you're getting drop ceiling. Nobody wants to see the drop ceiling. Okay.
Nothing sexy about a drop ceiling.
The whole illusion of my cabin. All right. I was thinking of switching up and doing a cover. I've got a cover I'd really love to play if everyone's down for that.
I think everyone's down for whatever you want to play, bro.
I don't know if I've played. Have I played any Tragically Hip on here yet, or have I even talked about them?
Canada's second national band behind Rush.
Yes.
No, I don't know. I think you have once or twice.
So, I have gotten really into the Tragically Hip lately.
Interesting.
It's hard to find albums that I'm skipping tracks on. Like, it's so goddamn good. And hopefully my capo is here and came to the party. But I've learned a ridiculous amount of their songs in the last few weeks. Playing at open mic, hosting an open mic, affords me a lot of opportunities to just kind of try out some songs and just kind of play whatever the fuck comes to mind. And it's nice because if I mess it up, it's open mic, you know? It's not the same as pulling out a song at a gig that you never do. Is it? Yeah, hot damn, there's a capo in there. Look at me. Good job, Past Jesse.
Sweet.
You've done good. He
There we
usually
go.
fucks up so bad. Okay. Chicka-chicka. Where are we going for this bad boy? 4?
Cookies, I just replaced it. First we tried replacing the motherboard, and then it happened again the day after, so they put the old motherboard back. We changed out the CPU, and that fixed it. Oh, that sounds sweet. That's pretty. Clear.
So, there's so many great songs of theirs. This one really got me. Their singer passed away in 2017, and a few years ago, a Canadian major network did a whole kind of presentation celebrating the band, and they came and played this song with Feist singing in Gord Downie, their singer's place. And I've never been a huge fan of her music. There's like a couple songs I liked, but man, does she knock this fucking song out of the park. Like, it's so good. And I've played this every open mic for the last 4 weeks now. I've played this song. And every time someone, either a guest or staff, has come up and asked, oh, who does that song? What is that song? And one night I heard a guy walking out whistling it as I was breaking down my equipment. And I'm like, I'm out here spreading the gospel. So it feels really good. So yeah, I can't tell you enough how much I love this band. This is The Tragically Hip, a song called It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken. Dryer solo.
The color of the night, and all the smoke from one life gives way to shaky movement and improvisational skills. A forest of whispering speakers. Well, let's swear that we will get with the time, the current health to stay. Well, let's get friendship right. We'll get life day to day. In the forget your skates dream, full of countervailing war, diverse as ever seen, proceeding on need to know, with a face so full of meaning as to almost make it glow. For a good life we might have to weaken and find somewhere to go somewhere we're needed, find somewhere to grow where we're needed. Improvisational skills, a forest of whispering speakers. Let's swear that we will get with the time and the current health to stay. Now let's get friendship right. We'll get life day to day. Forget your skates dream, full of countervailing war, diverse as ever seen, proceeding on need to know, with a face so full of meaning as to almost make it glow. For a good life we might have to weaken and find somewhere to go somewhere we're needed, find somewhere to grow where we're needed. 'Cause in the forget your skates dream, you can hang your head and know, in diverse as ever seen, you'll know which which way to go. You'll know which way to go. You'll know which way to go. You'll know which way to go.
And that is called It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken by the Tragically Hip.
Okay, that was pretty good, Let's go to Tim Hortons. We'll play some hockey,
I gassed up my tire at Hortons this morning.
Did you?
Big shout out to Hortons. They got the best macchiato in the biz. I'll die on that hill.
Descendant Bloom told me she likes the Tim Hortons too, so you know I think she's into the coffee. Shout out to her, she's in the chat. We are live on Rumble, by the way. I don't know why nobody's live on Rumble except for me. I just checked in there and literally I'm the only person watching it live. Get somebody go over there, please. And like, where the hell is everybody from the AM Wake Up group? Because they're either here.
Oh, this will be fun. You know what?
What the hell, man?
Especially if we got
got
Descent in Bloom here. This would be a fun. I was considering doing this piece today, so now I definitely got to do it. So I only briefly saw whatever Jimmy Dore said that they tried to recruit him into, you know, whatever kind of elite. I don't know if he was just fucking with people or I'm sure he was.
Bohemian Grove, yes.
But yeah, I saw mention of Bohemian Grove, and I was like, it's been a long time since we did this piece, you know? It's been a really long time.
Okay, so the story goes, that's an old clip of him with Whitney, okay? And I just had that in my phone. Okay. So the other day, I just threw it up there just as a fucking, you know, a throwaway. Like, remember when Jimmy said that to Whitney? Like, and a few people liked it on Instagram, and a few people liked it on Facebook. Like, they never heard that before. It was like, holy shit.
That's hilarious.
And then, and look, it made its way to you. But yes, Bohemian Grove. So, nice. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I wanted to, you know, for those who haven't heard it, I wanted to do a Bohemian Grove piece. And the more I read about it, it's one of those things where they try to make something normalized, and in doing so, you just make it all the more suspicious. And like, there's no way this isn't something sinister. But just some of the lists of like, there was a reporter, I think in the 70s, I could be wrong, but I thought it was early 70s, who they let come witness a ceremony. He wasn't allowed to film it, but he was allowed to write about it. And what he described is just like, it seems a little preposterous that all these people of all these different levels of importance in all these different fields would get together to put on an elaborate play and burn an effigy in the woods.
Yes, it does seem preposterous, doesn't it?
And then I was like, what? I don't know. Once you start running with it, there are always so many times you'll hear, you know, people accuse a politician or people in power, you know, head of an insurance company. How does someone like that live with themselves? How do they sleep at night? And I was thinking, maybe there is some sort of really dark deal that you have to make, for lack of a better term. Maybe there's some sort of offering that has to be kept up, and we're part of it, you know, in order to get what they get. And who knows how that looks. But what if it is just a big old ritual out in the forest, you know? And so then I had a lot of fun with this one. So without further ado, this is La Mort Bohème. A tinted caravan is coiled under onyx skies. It weaves the wilds, winding deep within the forest's bowels, where famous faces, every one of which you recognize, are all encircled, every one adorned in scarlet cowl. And in the center of the circle sits a sacrifice with 30 robed and hooded figures stood before a massive owl.
Its face is caked in moss, the torch's light, the flush of life is rushed into its carven eyes, as horns exude a wounded howl. And soon there grows among the wealthy crowd a thunderous swell, the feral mouths of power, blackened words on blighted dirt. They heave communal dirge, unbodied more than tongue could tell. A kiss of Saturn's gas, in satyr flames the grotto bursts. And soon the CEOs will swirl immoral sarabands, and soon the oldest guard will bloom a grove of bacchanal. And soon the truth of power stares up from the bearer's hands, and I would see too much to ever feel like I came back at all. I'd see too much to not return there in my every dream. I'd see too much to not see cultists on the silver screen, to feel like I'd returned the same man I'd departed as, who didn't see the words of binding spelled out in the autographs. I can't explain to those that couldn't grasp the half of it, that didn't smell that sacrifice, that didn't hear the Baphomet. You'll never speak the words if you can't comprehend their alphabet, to hear the ataraxia that calls to all the rhapsodists. You don't know the exodus of all the earthly morals the triumvirate Trismegistus would purge before the start. But the invocation always was intended as a choral, and they carve you all but hollow so its words might fill your heart. What rights they have to immolate and purge their worldly cares, so they are never bound by sympathy to see or hear our pain. They can edit out the screams of children piercing through the air. They can bound it black in muslin wrap and wash it all in flame. So Cronkite, Bush, and Eastwood walk into a ring of runes. While Longfellow and Holmes are lying buried in Mount Auburn, they cry aloud cremation 'neath a silver sylvan moon, and set their effigy ablaze, that it may satisfy their sovereign. An offering to Providence, presented in a coffin, by those who rose to prominence through war and entertainment, the gala glow of pageantry that hides a private auction, that we need not attend because we're there in form of payment. Maybe that's their whole arrangement, made to keep the dream alive, perpetuate enslavement, and still find a way to sleep at night. Now we know the measures that they'll take and what they deify. Never break the chain, and don't let Cheney near the hematite. Now somewhere beneath the gaping onyx sky, where a beast was brought to raucous life that never truly dies, an owl is standing vigil at an altar in a grove. And the hoods all cover faces that you know. And that is L'Amour Bohème.
So, okay, it's Bush. Dude, first of all,
so
the
guy that visited, the journalist that visited, said that Bush Sr., Clint Eastwood, and Walter Cronkite were not only among the participants, but they particularly were the three people that, according to the journalist, part of the ceremony is much like the Budweiser frogs. They each take a part of the word cremation. They go cremation, and they chant that. And it was, according to this journalist, who was, again, allowed to come and write about this so they could make the public feel like it wasn't anything to feel weird about. They let him write the story, and he said, yeah, Walter Cronkite, George Bush Sr., and Clint Eastwood, all dressed in these robes, carry this box with an effigy that's supposed to represent all their worldly cares, and they burn it.
Sure.
And
that's now called Gaza.
So there is, and I think I've mentioned this before, yeah, right? No shit. Longfellow and Holmes, I thought about, there's an H.P. Lovecraft story that I actually read on here. Pickman's Model, about the painter.
Yes.
And it talks about a painting of his where they're discussing famous people who are buried in the cemetery near there. And he says, Holmes, Lowell, and Longfellow lie buried in Mount Auburn is the name of a painting that he discusses. And I thought about Holmes, Lowell, and Longfellow when I wrote Cronkite, Bush, and Eastwood. And so I thought I should look up and see if any of those guys happen to have anything to do with Bohemian Grove ever. And wouldn't you know, 2 out of the 3, Longfellow and Holmes, were members of Bohemian Grove. So they made their way into the next line. I threw that reference in, and there you go.
Now, is this also
Cronkite, Bush, and Eastwood.
Was this partly like Skull and Bones overlap as well? And they were doing
yeah,
dancing in dress skirts and dressing up like women as well, a little cross-dressing somewhere in there too? Humiliation ritual type of shit?
Yeah, I'm not, to be told, I'm not super versed in Skull and Bones, like timeline-wise. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's all the same fucking people. You know, again, I'm sure it's like the same way that my kid does soccer and he also does baseball. You know, you can be a member of 2 things.
Well, Council on Foreign Relations, Bilderberg Group, and the World Economic Forum. Yes, they do that now.
Yeah.
They move in.
There's the UN and there's the Security Council. You know.
Right.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
That's a piece I wanted to read. I couldn't think of a whole lot from the next album that I wanted to do, but you know what? I think I only read the once, and I was thinking about the other day. Is it on here?
Is that a Stro?
Hi, Stro. It is. Hi, buddy. Yeah, hi. You want to come say hi? I know. You want to come say hi to everybody? No.
So yeah, it's just funny. You know, I had already had a couple weeks ago planned for Clip Show the "So Long Mom" World Song for World War III, which is the only Tom Lehrer song you've done, and then he died at 96.
Yep.
And you know,
and man, what an absolute mensch! Like the dude, first of all, made his music, released it into just public domain several years back, and was like, "Do with it what you will, go nuts."
Oh no! No, we got digital interference. No, they don't like Tom Lehrer, I guess. God damn it! Oh, come on, StreamYard. Oh, that is a really bad one. Domo arigato. That's right, Mr. Roboto. No, come on. No, we're not losing it yet. No, we just fucking lost the stream. No, we haven't lost it yet, but it's starting to make its way back. No.
Yeah, right.
No, let's just.
I need to start doing Max Headroom.
Okay. Well,
am I back?
You're sort of back. You're back, but like really bad the video quality. But I hear you. So you started talking about Tom Lehrer, and then it went.
I'm sure it did.
Yes, you said he made all of his songs in the public domain. That was 6 years ago.
Yep.
And said everybody do what you please, and then it went. That was gone.
But when he quit doing political music, which was early, he had a successful run, and then decided, I'm just going to go back to teaching math at Harvard, which was the day job. Someone asked him in the interview why he stopped, and he gave the greatest answer possible. He said, was it political parody, or he didn't say parody, he said, use another word, they basically said that it became obsolete as soon as political satire. Political satire became obsolete when Henry Kissinger won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, now they're going to give it to Trump. So
right.
Instead of fucking Francesca Albanese, of course, you know, because the world is just hell. So naturally, they're going to give it to the worst war criminal in the world next to Netanyahu.
Yep.
Over the person that's screaming that there's a genocide happening and we need to stop it.
Yep.
So
this is kind of a touch off of that. This was a piece, a short piece for the next record about us going out of our way to try to make these war criminals and monsters not just seem like they're just doing their jobs, But to seem like they're one of us, seem like just some normal folks, you know. They go have ice cream. They love this barbecue place. And it was inspired by them making us watch Anthony Blinken play the guitar, like one of the models in the Addicted to Love music video.
I remember that.
Just dead-eyed, you know, moving like it just. Anyways, this is called humanization attempts. Tony pulls the skin back from his loose and sagging cheeks to stretch it firmly taut, lest it start drooping while he speaks. Pulls his jacket tight across his cold, unmoving chest, and Secretary Blinken is prepared to meet the press. And just like every other day, he'll read a sterile script. He'll praise the press and never let Assange escape his lips. America confessed Assange would not escape its grip, or the assurances of serpents who've envenomed every surface with the poison of their purpose till it positively drips. The very poison you've spent every waking moment drinking. It's the same inhuman fuel that keeps the secretary blinking. He looks right through the camera, and you cannot help but thinking that his pupils seem to fill his eyes. The whites are slowly shrinking until solid black and dull-like they stare out into space. Horrible and godlike, inhuman leers the face. He smiles like he's never seen a smile in all his days, and says, I like to play guitar when I'm not sowing massive graves. He leaves the network talking heads agape with bated breath. He's so relatable and human for a minister of death. But as they keep exhuming any human trait that's left, they quickly scrape its depth. As shallow as the West itself, and deaf to those who've wept. As silent as the West itself, when all the camps are swept. And yes, the current camps are far from where your needs are kept, but they're coming soon to a town near you, and you've watched them as they've crept inches closer each election, every changing of the guard who is posted at the cell, which is exactly where we are. And no matter who is guarding us, they only wish us harm. They will never grant you freedom. They will not return your arms. So study Stockholm's scent till you can catch it on the wind. All those pitiful attempts of those with such convincing skin to humanize themselves that you might start to let them in, to think they're just like you, or even worse, that you're like them. That's humanization attempts.
Tony Blinken. Fuck you, Tony Blinken.
What a piece of shit.
Dude. Oh, so this week he joined the board of project for the Center for American Progress with Smira Tandon and fucking John Podesta. Because you know when I think American Progress and progressive, Tony Blinken is the first name that comes to mind for sure. Like
for sure.
West Executive Advisors.
The man's a hypersonic missile of progress.
He literally had pizza in a shop with a Nazi in Ukraine, in Kiev. Mm-hmm. We covered that shit too.
It's true. So I have to tell this story. This is just so good. I experienced hope in the most raw form the other day, and it came from a really unexpected place. I was getting a lunch break at work, which is rare in and of itself. Which there's your miracle. There's miracle number one. But I pull out, going down the main road, and I see a guy riding his bike on the sidewalk. Young dude. He is not holding the handlebars because he is elbow deep in a family-sized bag of Doritos, right? He's pedaling pretty hard, and he's just like obviously getting the last bit, right? And he then grabs it, and you can tell that it's like he's not satisfied. He tilts the fucking bag back like this again, the family size bag. So his face is covered like a feed bag, blinders and all. He is pedaling as fast as he can, and he's just boom with the Doritos.
That's impressive.
And I slowed down. Now, anyone who knows me well enough knows if I were to see anyone doing anything objectively foolish on a bike, asking for it, I'm waiting, I'm preying on the downfall. I'm watching, I'm ready for the crash. I have a bloodlust like a NASCAR attendee. Like I'm ready, you know? For the first time, I was so invested in this guy. I slowed down and I was like, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. It was like an Olympic athlete, like carrying all my hopes and dreams on them. I was like watching this guy peak performance, just getting there. And sure as shit, he pulls the bag away and he's just smiling, chewing on all that shrapnel at the bottom of the bag. And he happens to look across the street, and I just start clapping my ass off as I'm driving.
Oh.
Like, oh my God. And I was like, man, like, maybe I do believe in God. Like, this is really moving for me.
But, so he didn't wipe out in the end.
He didn't. He kept on going. This was not his first Doritos rodeo, Indy. This guy had done this before.
Well...
And, like, again, I'm never going to see him again. He's just off, rode off into the night. But, like, man, what an inspiration. What an absolute just beacon of hope. Like, it's going to be okay. Whatever. We're going to, you know what? I'm going to get through today. I'm going to keep on. Just like that guy, I'm going to find my balance. I'm going to eat my Dorito dust. And I'm going to.
If that guy can.
Don't be afraid to put on blinders to get the bottom of the bag.
As long as he can stick his face in a big bag of Doritos and keep pedaling, Jesse's all right. That's what I took from that story. Okay. No, that's sure. I
also realized as I began telling that story, I was like, I really hope it doesn't cut out and freeze right when I say he didn't have his hands on the handlebars because he was elbow deep in a family.
Oh!
I was like, please don't freeze there. I watched really intently to make sure we're still okay. We're still good. Connection is viable. The context could have gone horribly wrong.
Yes, that's her. Max Headroom Jesse at that moment. Right? Yes, no, you're good.
It was unreal. So I was like, man, just what a legend.
So. I don't want to leave Trey hanging.
Not all heroes wear capes, everybody.
That's true. But dude, that's impressive. Like bicycling and eating a bag of Doritos are two skills you don't see. This is impressive.
Just
that
taking
often.
the chips and eating them, that's fine. All of a sudden you go for it, you really just like, man, like the last drops of a pitcher of something. Like you are drinking a large beverage. This guy was chugging the end of the bag of Doritos. He was really just tilted it up. It was so funny.
Charlie thinks
and
you
again,
may well have
anybody else
God.
doing something. It's very, it felt like it for a moment. Yeah, no, I was floored. And again, normally I'd be like, oh, this asshole's gonna fall. I gotta wait and watch. But no, I'm like, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. You got this, bro. You got this.
Well, at least you were rooting for him.
And then he got it. I'm like, the Giants win the pennant! The Giants win the pennant! It's like, went berserk.
See, now that's an old man reference that I deeply appreciate. You don't even know. My dad was a big New York Giants fan, and like that
awesome.
That sound like permeated my house growing up. Yep. So, damn, that was crazy. The Giants win the pennant. Yeah. How do you know that story?
So for me, there's an episode of MASH where Charles gets into betting on baseball with everybody, and he decides to bet on that game, and he is standing out in their baseball field, and he is like listening to the radio play it, and he's just like all stoked, and all of a sudden he realizes he's about to lose a shit ton of money, and he's standing there out in the field like a a shock has just hit him, and it's ringing out through the camp loudspeaker. The Giants win the pennant, and he's just realizing he's lost, a
Charles Emerson Winchester.
So good.
I spent one of my favorite episodes. A lot of times watching MASH.
Hi. Look at this guy. Hi, baby. What you do?
Dude, you hung out with Willie Mays, bro. That's a story right there. But you're from San Fran, so it's not that much of a surprise. But that dude, the legend. That was like my father's like idol growing up, and I actually have a signed Willie Mays bat here that I gave him a while back.
Oh, that's awesome.
When he sold his house, like he's like, I don't have anywhere to put it, so do you want it like for yourself? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Are you kidding? Yeah, right? Dude. It's in a nice case and everything. I'm looking right at it. It's sweet. Holy shit! That's a crazy story. Yes, that is one hell of a story. By the way, Abby has an adjunct that I missed on the Bohemian Grove thing, which was that they were drinking some stuff for decades out of the head of an African woman. Wait, what? That's a story I did. Yes, that's a story I didn't know.
Come here. Come here. Stro.
And I was looking for the chat, but the chat's moving so fast. Come here. That I can't. That it moves every time someone chats, and I lost it.
Come here, quit chewing.
But yeah, she's great. So go follow.
Everybody
there it
wants
is.
To see you.
Did y'all know they were drinking from an ancient African woman's skull for centuries in Bohemian Grove? I did not know that. That is new information.
No, same, I did not either. Okay, Stro.
Yes, that is correct. I did just say that.
You want to come up here again?
That was not my line.
Okay.
Unless I just said some kind of...
Let's take this on the move so we can get some cat time. There's the... Oh, he's so handsome. There's my handsome guy.
We get Kitty TV.
Oh. Stro.
The Scent and Bloom, happy.
Stro.
I was actually feeding the neighbor's cat this week. Adorable. The neighbor went on a cruise. Oh.
Here comes the boy.
What up, dude? Oh, we're gonna be shy. We're gonna
come tell me. Tell me about it.
What?
Tell me.
What's up, dude?
Tell me.
He just wants some loving. He just wants some loving.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
you tell me something, Stro. Tell me.
What are we gonna do?
So quiet.
Descent and Bloom. This is Fidel Castro, by the way. That's his full name.
Can you tell me? Tell me something.
Right? Don't knock that guitar over. Don't do it.
Wait, are you gonna go?
Don't you fucking do it.
Go digging under there? Huh?
Don't you fucking do it.
Where are you going? Where do you think you're going, sir? Huh? Where are you going?
Can't believe we lost Loretta. She was like 100, Cynic. Really? I mean, I love MASH too, but I think Alan Aldo, it'll be much more like, oh my God. And he's still in great shape. I mean, Hot Lips was not looking so hot lippy. So yeah, we watched a lot of MASH as well. It was like, the 7:00 dinner time show that was on, and you turn the TV on and that was there. Oh, Mouse is telling the story. Season tickets in the owner's box of the Giants for many years. Wow. His friend built the stadium in San Fran. Damn.
You gotta get me.
That's awesome.
You're gonna get Dad.
You're gonna get your dad. Yeah, MASH was a great show.
Bunny feet.
Right, dude? Like, I want the Castro show from now on. Like, every Saturday night, instead of, like, a replay, let's do the Castro show. We'll strap a little...
You know what's funny is it would absolutely be, like...
Crush it!
Our,
dude, beat every other show on the network.
Yep.
All right. Yes. R.I.P. Sir Alfred Pennyworth. Sorry, Mastermind. Sorry about that.
Oh man, I'm sorry, bud.
Yeah, dude. It's again. Everyone's. I'm telling you, everyone's been getting kicked in the balls this week, this month, this year. Speaking of which.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, shout out to the douchebag that was Hulk Hogan. Thanks for the memories, but fuck you. And.
Oh, that's what I should play. Oh shit. again, I keep forgetting it's been a long ass time since we've done a show, folks.
Yes, it has.
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Cat scratch fever for Fidel. Looking great. Joey, dude.
Times are changed and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. The time gone by, it seems to be. You could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. Took me in and you drove me out, yeah, you had me hypnotized. Lost and found and turned around by the fire in your eyes. You made me cry, you told me lies, but I can't stand to say goodbye. Mama, I'm coming home. Could be right, it could be wrong. It hurts so bad, it's been so long. Mama, I'm coming home. Selfish love, yeah, we're both alone in the ride before the fall. But I'm gonna take this heart of stone, I just gotta have it all. I've seen your face 100 times. Every day we've been apart, and I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause mama, I'm coming home. Lost and found and turned around by the fire in your eyes. I've seen your face 1,000 times. Every day we've been apart, and I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause mama, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Fun fact, Lemmy from Motorhead wrote that song. I've scoured the internet for a version of him singing it. It doesn't exist. I would kill for it, but it does not exist.
Well, now we have a Jesse Jett version of that. That was pretty fucking good, dude. That was pretty fire.
Well, thank you.
Let me tell you, that's impressive. Yeah, it's been a weird kind of, look, we've entered the age where a lot of the music legends that we grew up with are going to start dropping off like quickly. And I'm sure the networks have got all their tributes lined up for every single one of them. Like, this is ratings gold for them, sadly enough. It's gross.
Right.
But like the retrospectives and like the
the back catalog and all the
right, like all that shit, like that. It's just, and you can see like Gene Simmons is selling the whole Kiss catalog to fucking BlackRock or whatever, and all they're doing is just milking this shit for every dime it's worth. And what's fucked up is like today's artists are not getting that privilege because good luck getting something through like a production studio now, like, and amplified by Columbia Music with residuals and everything, like, you know, performing artists used to have. I mean, it's all so manufactured now. It's just so sad, you know, the whole industry.
So yeah, the only Tom Lehrer song I have like locked and loaded is still, you know, So Long Mom, a song for World War III. But I gotta do it.
Great.
We lost a real one. I wish God, I mean, Werner von Braun. Vatican Rag is one of my favorites. Send the Marines is a fantastic song. There's so many really, really killer pieces of his. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. So he had said that if we were gonna write any songs about World War III that had the same, you know, romanticism as the ones did for World War II, that we would need to start doing them soon. And he said that 60 years ago. So this is the song he envisioned for the boys that were marching off to fight World War III.
I'm off to drop the bomb, so don't wait up for me. Though I may swelter down there in your shelter, you can see me on your TV while we're attacking frontally. Watch Brinkley and Huntley describing contrapuntally cities we have lost. No need for you to miss a minute of the agonizing Holocaust. Yeah. See, little Johnny Jones was a U.S. pilot, and no shrinking violet was he. Oh, he was so proud when World War III was declared. He wasn't scared, no siree. And this is what he said on his way to Armageddon. So long, Mom, I'm off to drop the bomb, so don't wait up for me. And though I may roam, I'll come back to my home, although it may be a pile of debris. Remember, Mommy, I'm off to get a commie, so send me a salami and smile somehow. I'll look for you when the war is over. An hour and a half from now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's amazing. Love it. He was a lot of fun.
So many of his songs, the audiences like know what they're in for to some extent, but there's still, you can feel those like kind of moments, like the pearl clutching in crowds. And he talks about at the time that, you know, the Catholic Church was trying to relax some of their rules and make things a little more approachable. And he says if they really want to do that, you know, they need to redo their songs in popular song format, like go really lean into it. And he says, like, I have a modest example here. And then he proceeds to play the Vatican Rag, which the opening bit has the crowd reaction is just so, it's deafening, but so mixed, because it kicks off First you get down on your knees, fiddle with your rosaries, bow your heads with great respect, and genuflect, genuflect, genuflect. And people just start howling, but then you can also hear the from some people. It's just so
The
good.
churchgoers.
It's so good.
Oh no, he poked a lot of people. Yeah.
My favorite, the Werner von Braun track, which is brilliant. He says, you know, what is it that that continues to see our tax money go to the brilliant causes that it does, like watching $20 billion of your money be spent to put some clown on the moon. And there's gasps from people and a little bit of hubbub right there, but it's fucking true. You know? And yeah, he then proceeds and says, well, it was, you know, it's good old American know-how from good old Americans like Dr. Werner von Braun. Discusses, like, what's one of the great lines? Don't say that he's hypocritical, say rather that he's apolitical. Once the rockets are up, who cares where they come down? That's not my department, says Werner von Braun.
That's right. He just makes them go up. So good.
And actually, that song is what inspired Backwards from 5. Because at the last line of Werner von Braun, it's like, you too could be a great hero once you've learned to count backwards to 0. And then as Werner von Braun, he says, in German or English, I've learned how to count down, and I'm learning Chinese, says Werner von Braun. But the once you've learned to count backwards to 0, I for some reason that was just kind of kicking around in my head, and then I was like, well, would that be from 3 or 5? And then immediately it just like Backwards from 5 started, that chorus line wrote itself, and then everything else kind of happened that afternoon while I was driving forklift. But Tom Lehrer was a deep dive phase for a long time, and there's just some really, really brilliant, some of the most intelligent lyrics I've heard before, and just brilliant, scathing political commentary that feels so polite and proper that it's almost hard to scrutinize it too much, and that's what's so great about it.
Well, that's just it. You know, it was a different time. It was a different time. He couldn't get away with any of that shit, you know, and
For
still
sure.
go like
And he had
mainstream.
arguably smarter crowds than you could. Like, people were you know, much better educated on like things outside of our bubble. American education now is so much just you and your bubble and consumerism and America-centric everything. And I feel like we hadn't really gotten as deep into that then, that I felt like most people had a bit more of an understanding of some of the topics he talked about, that now it would be a very niche audience for Tom Lehrer's music. And I feel like he had an easier time finding audiences that at least could get it than you, or would want to get it, I think, is a better way to say it, that would actually give a shit to hear it. Is thankfully we have them now, clearly. And again, as I say every time, like, I'm so grateful to have found my people that will hear me and hang out with us when we want to do this, because it is very hard to find people that want to be reminded, you know. So yeah.
Well, we need to laugh about it. So it is
Right.
Cowboy Kitty, Anthony Malecki. It's his birthday, by the way.
What the fuck?
Yep. So, you know, I read this story a couple of weeks ago. The last couple of weeks I covered it on, how do we miss that? Descent in Bloom actually wrote an article about what's going on in Ohio and how she got caught up in a much larger situation where they've made a business out of imprisoning immigrants on behalf of ICE, where their jails are making a nice hefty amount per day to just hold people. And she got pulled over on a traffic stop, and she here, let me put the GoFundMe up there right now. All right, so this is Natalia, working mother. She got pulled over for a traffic stop. They found that there was something that was messed up there, and she got taken into custody, and she's been in ever since. And that's like two months ago now. I don't even know how long ago it was, but she's been here 9 years legally. Was currently in the process of applying for a green card, working, paying taxes as a box truck driver, taking care of her daughter. She's been in ICE custody after being illegally stopped over registration that was not expired, but all funds will go to her legal defense. So she's raised over $1,000 already. Anything anybody can do, we really, need and appreciate. And this is a crazy story, and this is happening to a lot of people all over the place. And again, if you go to descentedbloom.substack.com, all right, she wrote this great article about Ohio. Where is it here? That's her publication, and we go into, where's the story about Ohio? I go into the archive. That's the best place to find it. And I found it here. How Ohio built a business on disappearing immigrants. And we read this article on Sunday night on How Do We Miss That? The clip for it is actually up right now. These are all of the agencies and participating agencies. Look at Florida and Texas. Very heavy in participation. All right. Mm-hmm. But that they are locking immigrants up, even ones that are here legally, even ones that are doing the right thing and going through the process. All right, so that's Natalia, 54-year-old legal resident, been here 9 years. Damn. Okay, was stopped in Portage County. All right, her family's launched a GoFundMe, help with legal costs. So that's what we're doing here. Her booking lists her charged with federal immigration. That's all it is. But again, she was charged and held in one county but arrested in another. Yeah. So like they're playing games with county holding and jurisdiction. Mm-hmm. And they shuffle back and forth and they argue over who's got jurisdiction. It's a really crazy story. So Anthony asked for his birthday if I could share that, which we are happy to do. And I'll share the GoFundMe into the chat as well, so that anyone that has any amount can they want to share can do that. There you go. Yeah, crazy story. And
Anthony, what do you want to hear about? You get to pick last song. If I can sing it, by God, I'm going to sing it.
All right. Descent in Bloom. They're arrested in Portage, where they can arrest under that ICE program. Then they're sending them to Mahoning to be housed, where they're making $5.4 million a year off of housing the immigrants. And they've turned it into this little business, and everybody's in on it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not the GoFundMe. That's her Substack. But well, go follow that. That's the story. I think the GoFundMe's actually in there. But here is Natalia's GoFundMe directly in the chats. And that's on YouTube, on Kick, and on Rumble. Woof, Just the better days. Oh, that's easy enough.
Yep.
All right. That's cool.
Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, police took his neighbor too, so that kind of makes sense. SWAT team took your neighbor today. Yeah. Crazy. And this is also one of my favorites in the Jesse Jett catalog. It closes out everybody who it closes out Black Site, Live from the Black Site, which is still the most recent album, by the way. JesseJett.bandcamp.com. You see that across the ticker going there. You can subscribe. I don't know I think the first Friday of every month is a Bandcamp Friday, or they announce when they are. Tomorrow's Friday, so go to Bandcamp. I don't know if it's a Bandcamp Friday, but what a better time, no better time to always go and download, support Jesse with some couple of bucks for some songs. Everything's downloadable for free.
Also, all that shit's free if you want.
It's all downloadable for free.
Okay. Yeah. This is the Dust of Better Days. This is for Anthony.
SWAT team took your neighbor today. Watch them as they walked him away. You told yourself extremists come in all different shapes. Met his eyes and lowered your gaze. Is it too late for us to ever change? Once we're collecting the dust of better days, we're always watching us, but we're never safe. We're not meant to be safe, not meant to escape. We aren't meant to wake. Sheriff stopped your daughter today. Pepper sprayed her twice in the face. He must have had good reason if he'd treat her that way. At least that's what they've taught you to say. But is it too late for us to ever change? Once we're collecting the dust of better days, they're always watching us, but we're never safe. We're not meant to be safe, not meant to escape. We aren't meant to wait. Feds arrived and had you detained. Said you'd made some posts they want changed. Tased you till you felt like you'd forgotten your name, or life before they had you contained. Oh, life before they had you contained. SWAT team took your neighbor today.
And that is the Dust of Better Days.
Dude, that is that. See, now on this side, that was clean as shit. That sounded amazing. Wow, that was really good. That almost like is album worthy right there, I would say. But now they're saying that they didn't hear some of it, but we're recording and it came in perfectly clear.
Yeah,
and
I was
great.
It seemed choppy on my end, so we'll see. We'll see how it came through. I also fucked up the intro a little bit, so
Yeah, a little bit.
waka waka.
Yeah. Any Tom Petty in you? I told Trey if he showed up that I would that you played some Tom Petty.
Let's do that.
Sounds like You're So Bad.
better watch what you say. You better watch what you do to me. Don't get carried away. Girl, if you can do better than me, go on. Yeah, go on. But remember, good love is hard to find. Good love is hard to find. You got lucky, babe. You got lucky, babe. When I found you. When I found you. You put it in on my tears, and then you turn your eyes away. If it don't feel complete, if I don't take you all the way, then go on. Yeah, go on. But remember, good love is hard to find. Good love is hard to find. You got lucky, babe. You got lucky, babe. When I found you. When I found you. If it don't feel complete, if I don't take you all the way, then go on. Yeah, go on. But remember, good love is hard to find. Good love is hard to find. You got lucky, babe. You got lucky, babe. When I found you. 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 Little Tom Petty.
Yeah, we all got lucky there. It held, and that was pretty killer. Tom would have been happy about that.
Oh, thank you.
Damn, dude. What did I just wanted? I just had so. Oh, so I wanted to tell you, when I was doing all the covers, the song that got me, and I don't remember. You played Joey, which was a tribute to Joey Ramone.
Oh yeah.
It was a song I didn't even really know very well, and for days I could not get it out of my head. And every time I started hearing it, it started hitting me. Like all of a sudden, I got leaky. I don't know where they're coming from, why, or what the hell happened. Like, bro, I kept going. How the hell do you do that? Like, it's remarkable. So yeah, there are so many of the, like Pencil Thin Mustache got me liking a Jimmy Buffett song for the first time ever. Like there are so many great covers that out there. And then we've got all the originals like Dust and Better Days, like you just did, dude. It's just nowhere else do you get a show like this, everyone. So yeah, like Charlie just said, if you want to support INN, thank you to everyone who does. That's the best places to do it. You got co-fi.com. That'll pop up the thing on screen. Cash App, $ Indie News Network. And then PayPal.me is that same Indie News Network. We're live at IndieNewsNow.com. That's our website. And then INNNewsletter.com. We were supposed to be live, but I don't know what happened to Restream tonight. Shit the bed. And then at IndieMediaToday.com. That's my Substack newsletter where all the how do we miss that stuff goes out of articles that I write and some INN stuff too once in a while. But yeah, man, I don't know if you got anything left in here if you're spent for the night, but man, it's always a blast. I see a banjitar. I like you better with your glasses off.
I might regret trying this backwards and upside down. But what's the worst that could happen, right? In the famous words of Amelia Earhart, what could possibly go wrong? Okay, let's try this puppy. Let's try to close out with this bad boy. That I owe to Tom Lehrer and by extension Werner von Braun.
Maybe that's how it goes. We won't open our eyes, so we're the last ones to know. We're the last ones alive. Kept our enemies close. Wondered why we don't thrive, while we're grasping at ghosts, counting backwards from 5, counting backwards from 5. Count back from 5. The theater on fire, the cast on strike. Studio stock starts taking a dive. The contracts tossed and they're gone with the tide. Heads and execs say our hands are tied. We can't pump this dreck and treat you right. But what do you expect from the industry type who survive by the leeching of bodies and minds? From those who original thoughts never seem to find. So they're gonna reboot ALF before your wages rise. And it gives cause to pause and reflect on the times. If they're losing control of their fools and their mimes, when all those obedient actors who grew their careers by averting their eyes are now holding the line. Right along with the authors of countless scripts that embody the corporate grip, squeezing our throats till we take the pen and we accept and consent to the corporate drip. Till we're all up to date on your farm du jour, till you got a healthy support for the war on your lips. Now you know that the advertisers need more than a rerun summer full of flashback clips. Enter the scans from the year before, all the days of de-aging and mapping the face, the hours of actors recording their voices or links in the chains that will bind them in place. Now all of those shows are so easy to make. Once you got a drone you control that needs no break, it can bend, it can break, and it's cheaply replaced, and if up-to-date films all in one take. And those studios bank on us doing our duty, unhinging our jaws and digesting the fakes. Cause they know that we'll love how synthetic it tastes. Watch as they edit your features without any trace. Not that there's anything you could do anyway. Now watch as they show you a movie of you saying shit you would never say. Dystopia boldly accelerates. Maybe you're only a mold, something to fill with a clone, something that Elon would celebrate. Maybe you're only a pwn, something they program in code, something that's woefully able to know it's exanimate, cause it doesn't feel touch over top of the laminate. You will not feel an emotion, but they will not scan and examine it. You and the other consumer contaminants fed on that federal diet of Kiev, Havana, and Tiananmen. I can't be the only one weighing the pros of abandonment. Can't be the only one weighing the pros of abandonment. Where did you think we'd go? Love, there's nowhere to lie. I guess it's not who you know, more it's what you can hide. Like we're chained to the floor, and they're streaming us live while we're watching the war, counting backwards from 5, counting backwards from 5, counting backwards from 5. That's backwards from 5.
Touch and Go would pull that one off too with the bad guitar. Damn.
Banjo from 5.
Right? Love it.
Oh man.
There are some toe things going on, and okay, guys, yeah. Okay, I'm not going anywhere near any of that stuff. You guys just have fun with that. Okay. Outside of the toe talk, yes, the song is very good. Yes, thank you.
Oh, there we go.
We're having fun here. We're
right.
back. Kitty talk.
Well,
all right.
at that note, folks, we're after
and
midnight,
Fox.
so I think it's about time for me to get my 5.5 hours
Skedaddle.
and go back into the capitalism meat grinder.
We'll try to do this next
Now
week,
you're talking
maybe.
up a storm.
Of course, like usual. Meow.
Stro, tell the people. Tell the people what they want to hear. There it is. Hang on. Listen. Tell them.
I do not need to see the foot,
Stro,
please.
tell 'em
With
again.
one else toe, please.
Tell them one more time. Stro.
Nice.
One more. Tell me again.
Only pause.
Stro. Tell me again.
Dude, if that's your
Take that,
thing,
Stro.
God bless you. That's what I
Tell
say.
One more time. Stro, tell me.
No? Yes.
What else? What else? Stro,
Fascinating interview.
tell me. Yeah.
Indian Stro,
There we go.
one-on-one.
Thank you. Good boy.
Coming soon to an INN near you. All right, man. Well, yeah, I guess we'll...
What did I miss?
Oh, yes, no, I will definitely... twice big potato. If we don't have it as a single, I know I cut it. I think it might still be in draft. I don't know if I have it in the INN channel. If not, I'll upload a version of one, and I'll get that out there for you. Yes, because you want Kit to play that. I'm down with that. I think Jesse would be okay with that.
Yeah.
I think Stro's okay with that. Stro wants twice baked potato.
You tell me. Tell me. Oh, now you're being quiet, huh? That's right. Good boy.
Yeah, all right. One more
get another?
time.
Okay.
If you're
One more.
able to, and it means this is where you do it. Cash App, $Indie News Network.
There we go.
Kodashv.com/Indie News Network. PayPal.me/Indie News Network. You know all the things. I don't need to show you the damn thing. Anyway, it's been fun as always. This is when I'm 64. We're done with 64 episodes down. We're halfway to the Commodore 128.
Here's my guy.
And we'll be back next week after, sometime soon. Another Thursday night at 10 for American Tradition. We'll have I don't know about what we're going to do with Clip Show because I'm running out of stuff. So tomorrow night we will rerun this at 10:30 and then loop it Eastern. And then you'll get the podcast that goes out. You know, we're doing the podcast on INNnewsletter.com now as well. So you can download that free over there, commercial free, ad free, no filters. And then, and Clip Show is its own podcast over there now. So you can download all the Clip Shows and listen to them basically ad free, all music, no filler. So whatever you guys want, we got it all for you. And we'll see you soon. Stick around for, let's see, tomorrow we've got Angel in the afternoon, 7 p.m. Eastern. He's got a stream already up, so you can sign up for an alert to that. Saturday night, I don't think we're doing anything, and Reef and I are going to watch the UFC fight in Discord, so anyone who wants to hang out, let us know, and we can figure out a way to do that. And then Sunday we got How Do We Miss That?
You know what? Sorry, Anthony took the time to become the twice baked potato, so it's only right.
Well,
I can't not. I'd be a bad person.
I'm not going to stop you.
There's nothing you could say, nothing you could do that could ever make me falter from loving you. Twice baked potato with cheese and sour cream, twice baked potato with bacon and chives. You're a twice baked dream. When they brought you to the table, I could see it in the cheese that you were looking for that special someone, and I knew that someone was me. Twice baked potato with cheese and sour cream, twice baked potato with bacon and chives. You're a twice baked dream. Oh, twice baked potato, I've never loved anyone as much as I love you. You know something, sugar? These past 5 minutes that I've spent waiting for you to cool have been the best in my life, and I'll never forget you. Now the ring that's on my finger, though it's an old potato skin, still serves as a constant reminder of that twice baked love I was in. Twice baked potato with cheese and sour cream, twice baked potato with bacon and chives. You're a twice baked dream. I love you.
Okay, that's how we end the show. My God.
And Potato says, I love you too, Jesse. That's amazing.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, whatever you
Abby,
said,
I would like to consider it. I would like to consider it a sister song to Tennessee Whiskey. You know.
well, every time you started singing the chorus, I put the words up because Anthony put them up. So you see them down at the bottom with the twice baked potato. It says with cheese and sour cream right underneath it. It's very funny. That's great.
Oh God, I love you guys so much. I
That was
really
awesome.
do.
That was too much fun.
Yeah, I love you. I love you too.
We love you.
Stro immediately
We
comes
love you
running
too,
in. Yes.
Stroh.
I love you. I love you too. Come
Oh.
here. Come here just for a second so people can see you in all your glory.
All right,
My
so
handsome
Mastermind
boy.
had a question about like adding
Look at his
another
beautiful
verse.
face.
If you get a chance to write another verse, I'd love to get an extended version. So
We should.
So
we should do like
a 20-year
really
retrospective.
long, like an exhaustively long. The X-rated cut, the director's cut of Twice Baked Potato, with the explicit sex scene that I just didn't have the worldliness to write when I first wrote that song when I was 12.
It's the American Pie version.
Oh God, that is so funny.
We'll just tell her we ate it.
Right. I need to play that at the open mic one night too.
Oh, people will freak out.
I am. If anyone feels like trucking their way to West Michigan at the end of next month, I'm actually doing a set of stand-up in town. So we'll see how that goes.
What?
So
That's great.
I've run sound at this place for a few different comedy shows, and there's something about watching a comedian bomb that I'm obsessed with. And I want to, if it happens to me, I want to know what it feels like and how I would riff in the face of it. But otherwise, I want to tell the, like, guy with the Doritos bag story, the Winn-Dixie shitter. And then I have a great bit about Snickers dick veins and the sexualization of candy in the 90s and now how unsexy candy is getting and candy's telling you to work more and to have this be your lunch because you don't have normal lunch breaks with candy bars like the Take 5 and the Fast Break. But Snickers dick veins is gonna slay. And if it doesn't, I'll get to experience this silence. There's something about a comedian ripping a joke and it just lingers in dead silence. It hangs in the air like a bad fart. And it's just, he's got to try to chuckle it to himself and keep on going. And I like, as much as I love seeing someone get laughs, I am a little obsessed at basking in that awkward silence when someone, you can tell they think it's gonna kill, and it's usually something really cringy and tone deaf, and some comedians like, this is gonna land, and they throw it out there, and it's just absolute silence. Like, you could hear a pin drop. Sometimes you hear someone cough, or you hear someone go, Jesus, or something like that, you know? It's so satisfying, and I'm like, there was this hubris for a long time. I'm like, I could do better than that. I could fucking get a couple laughs at least, right? Surely I could. Yeah, you know what? By God, I'm gonna get up there. So I'm going for it. I got a 15-minute slot, and we'll see what I can do.
Wow, 15 minutes. That's a long fucking time, bro. Oh my God. Like, normally they give you 5 minutes. Like, wow.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm doing a tight 15 in
a tight 15. Dude, you better have somebody record that. Jess better record that. I want video. I need video of that.
Oh, man.
That'd be amazing. Oh, my God. I might have to fly to Michigan for that. Seriously. That's...
Right.
That's... Wow. Okay, so that's good to know. That'll be the end of next month.
Just throwing it out there. September 23rd, a Tuesday night.
Oh, Jesus. On a fucking Tuesday night, no less. Yeah, thanks. Don't make it any easier for me to get out there.
So I came there once and I did my stuff. I did, well, I mentioned it last time. I did Dust of Better Days, Depop Culture, and
Was it Backwards from 5?
No, because I'd done that before. Another song as well. Yeah, but that went over really well. People are very, very receptive to it here, which was surprising, at least at this place. So then I was like, you know what? For every time I show up here and play my my political stuff, I need to have 2 appearances where I don't do political stuff. So I came and I played a few Tragically Hip songs last time, and I played that Tom Lehrer tune. And then I was like, you know what? Next time, sign me up for stand-up. I'm gonna show up and do a comedy set.
Okay.
And then I will show up after that and then hit them with some more political stuff. They haven't heard Powerless yet. They haven't heard The Grift yet. They've not heard Militia Intent at this place. But boy, they loved McDraft is back. They were down for some McDonald's poetry. So we had fun there.
What's up, Ralph?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Glad you made it. We're just wrapping up, but you can rewind and watch, dude. This was a blast of a show. We just had a lot of fun, played a bunch of killer tunes, and there's some covers and some spoken word and some originals. Stephen Wright, yeah, just gonna have him do the set a la Stephen Wright, yeah, just stone face. I have a pony. I stapled fake brick wallpaper over a real brick wall. I fucking love that guy. I adore that guy. He so was good. One of my favorites, for sure. You know, he's up there.
Okay, hang on. I gotta bring the camera down. Catstro is underneath here, laying on the guitar bag and just being a ham sandwich.
Oh,
look, just rolling and making biscuits. Stro, show the people. Catstro, there's my boy. There's
just showing the goods.
Guy.
There you go. What up, dude?
This is just a peek. This is a peek of what you could get as subscribers, folks.
Only kitties.
Look at that. Wants to touch the belly. Give me it.
I'll move over.
Hang on. Let's try a stealthier approach. Can we?
Local boy, Stephen Wright. That's right. Charlie Mack, you're out of the Boston area.
Don't push me. He's
Wright.
like, yeah, no.
Yep, he's got some chunks on him. Yep.
He's a chunker.
Stro's got some pounds.
He's the floof barge.
It's all good.
A lot of it's fluff, but there's also chunk underneath the fluff. He's like a parfait, really. There's a fluff layer, there's a chunk layer, there's a little more fluff, a little more chunk, and then more fluff to top it off.
Nice.
It's like a
Mitch Hedberg. Yeah, the other Bill Hicks. I mean,
one of my favorite Mitch Hedberg jokes actually isn't a joke in his bit, but a guy that had toured with him was talking about a time that they were at a hotel. And he said Mitch was as off the grid as he could still be once he got famous. And he did not have a credit card. He just did cash, right? So he said, we show up at this hotel, and he's like, we're going to check in. And Mitch goes to pay for his room, and they said, sir, we need a credit card on file. And he goes, oh, no worries. And he pulls out just this wad of cash. And the front desk guy says, well, no, I appreciate that, but, like, we have to have a card on file. And Mitch said, no, you don't. Like, the credit card, that's just like a representative of what this is right here.
Right?
And he says, this would be like if you had a Frank Sinatra impersonator at your party, and then the real Frank Sinatra showed up, and you told him to go away. And the guys that are with Mitch are like dying laughing, and they're like, surely this is going to end up in a bit, but it didn't. That's just how he thought. That's just how his brain worked. In that moment was the most hilarious, perfect fucking analogy you could come up with.
He was genius,
and that was,
man.
then he never, but the guy watching was like, man, if any of us had come up with that, that would be a permanent part of the act. That's like, you would base a whole bit off of that. But Mitch, he was like, that's how he thought. So
Too much.
So
all right.
good.
Well, again, hopefully we'll be back next week. And I'll end it with support independent media, because we need it more than ever. We need more Catstro than ever. Hello, kitty. What's up? Meow.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, just two adorbs. Two adorbs. All right, Jesse, you can go. We'll leave the camera on the cat, and we'll just stay streaming. I'll commentate. Now he's sitting on the guitar case. Now he's moving around the room. It'll do well. We need views, folks. This is the way to do it.
Right?
It's either this or show ass, and I don't want to show ass. The secret. So
this is also how we balance out songs about war crimes and genocide. It's like,
well, we
a little
do
bit
this.
of cat time,
And there's cat time during boat smashing and other boats every Sunday night too. You gotta have the balance.
My, what a handsome INN logo over there.
Hey, look at that. That was 3D printed by Reef.
Look at that.
If you want to make one for your own 3D printer, just ask him for the design. He'll send it to you.
He will. Don't act like he won't.
Pretty cool stuff. All right, everyone.
Okay. Yeah.
Support independent media. We need it more than ever. I'm kicking Jesse out of here, and he's got to go to sleep. And we'll see you soon. Love you all, and have a great night, everyone.
All right. Cool. Love you guys. Drive safe. Well, be good. I'm sorry, I've been hosting too many open mic nights. Jesus Christ. It's broken my brain.
Love it.
Drink lots of water. Don't do drugs unless you're bored. Love your neighbor.
No!
Yeah.
We just fucking lost the stream.
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
My favorite songs don't hit the same way. I get to the end of a 4-minute track and I'm only looking back thinking, what did they actually say?
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want?